clean bill of health after the weekend? Did everyone make it through okay?
Yeah, everyone's fine, so that was pleasing along with the result.
I mean, this time last Monday would have been so much negativity on a Monday morning. How much better do you feel coming into a week off the back of a victory in a better place?
Yeah, just got to keep moving forward, haven't we, and play the game that's in front of us. It's a big week. Obviously, the first part we've navigated through. Another win, and we're doing well in that sense in terms of in the league. This will be a tough test on Wednesday, and then obviously we have the quarter-final to look forward to at the weekend.
You've spoken before about the benefit of free midweeks and maximum time on the training ground. Can there be a case where you can look at it the other way and look at games coming thick and fast as a chance to go and just keep getting more wins and keep that feel-good factor going?
I think the players would prefer that. I think if you ask them, they just want to play the games, and certainly, you know, you just spoke to Antonio Cholak there. I'm sure that he's he cannot wait for the next two games because he's in a good place physically and obviously mentally after a good performance at the weekend.
I know you spoke after the game at the weekend referring to whether it's either a bit of grumbles when the performance level dips or panels being unveiled or whatever. You spoke about being in a stronger place when everyone's sort of pulling in the right direction. What has to happen? What has to take place for that to happen?
I think that comment is the same for every single club. You know, and watched fantastic game on TV yesterday, and Anfield was everything that Liverpool would want it to be, and everyone was aligned, and it makes a strong club. Our club's certainly like that as well. So yeah, there was nothing more in it than that. You know, all the players can do is play the game in front of them. They'll never be perfect, okay, because football's not like that. But yeah, if we win more games than not, we've put ourselves in a good place to be successful, and that's the aim moving forward.
What's that managerial challenge like for you though? Because if there is anyone that's grumbling about a points deficit or maybe something bigger like recruitment or whatever it may be, that's all stuff that predates you. I mean, you're trying to just win football games, but you're also the guy that has to hold all that together. Is that a challenge?
No, it's a huge privilege to be manager of this football club. So you take everything that comes with it. I came in eyes open and aware of the role because I had a unique insight as being here for a long time previously. So nothing surprised me. And I think in the main, I've been aware of what would come, and I've been happy with the progress that's been made in the main. Do we need to improve a lot more? Yeah, I think we do, and I've been honest in that as well. Even when we've been winning games, I've said what I've been happy with, what I haven't been happy with, and yeah, it's been everything I expected it to be. You know, you have to remind yourself we're a really big football club, so with that comes a lot of expectation, but that's a good thing.
You said there you want to be going in the same direction. Is there a concern about the support from some supporters?
No, when you lose a cup final to in the way that we did, we didn't perform very well, and a lot more was expected of us. So I think in the days after that, you have to own it. We have done. We can respond. I thought we played very well first half on Saturday, as well as we've played since I took over the job. And yeah, it's where we are as a group at this moment in time. No one's hiding from that. We need to improve. We're moving towards that. It's going to be an interesting few months ahead, but at the same time our form certainly in the league is as strong as it's been for many a year, so we can just play the game that's in front of us, I think.
I mean, specifically to the banner at the weekend, it wasn't a dig at you, I don't think. It was more of a direction of the club under the hierarchy. Is that a concern for you?
No, it's not, because obviously I'm in here working every day, and listen, the fans are entitled to make their feelings known when they do. They support the team at other times fantastically, and listen, they pay their money and they come. We'd be a lot worse off without our fans, I think that's fair to say, but I would like it that we was all together, but I understand at times there's going to be discontent when we lose a cup final in the way that we played. I think in the days after you are going to see a reaction from the fans. It's important you see a reaction from the players on the pitch, and I thought certainly first half, but for majority of the game at the weekend, we got that, and that's all that the players can do, and I've got to try and keep all that away from them. That's my job, and the other things I can't really control.
It's easy for you to do that, keep that away from the players.
Yeah, listen, they see the same thing as well. It's a heavy shirt at times, but you know, it's a great opportunity to play for our club, so with it comes big expectation, and And they're aware of that, and we've spoken about it, and obviously they're massively disappointed as well, but we have to move forward. And as I say, there's still a lot to play for. Where we want to go as a team, there's even a bigger aim for what we need to do. So this next 13, 14 games, we know that we need to win as many as we can. We want to retain the Scottish Cup, and we can only take care of Rangers. And outside of the one game, I think we've been doing that.
You said there's still a lot to play for, Michael. How crucial these next 5-6 days, these 2 games coming up for that?
Yeah, listen, there's a short term of trying to win every game that's in front of us and improve our level. Then there's the long term of what the club's going to look like in terms of playing staff and style. You know, I've said before, my job when I came in was to try and settle everything down. We did that for a number of weeks, and then we played poorly in one game and everything exploded, but that's fine. I'm aware there was going to be some tough days. And yeah, this week's a pivotal week, but it hasn't. I don't remember a time in my 2 spells at Rangers where it didn't ever feel like it was an important week.
Michael, when you look at that first half of the weekend, 2 goal scorers in the pitch, the fluidity of that midfield, that's really how you want it to look, especially in these home games where you can establish a lead by half-time, presumably.
Yeah, and then obviously humans are humans, and 1 or 2 come off a bit. We don't start the second half so well. Derek gets into his team, they respond, and I thought after that, we certainly with the substitution of John Lundstrom coming on and changing 1 or 2 things, and John came on and we got control of the game again, and then it's just a matter of can we be better in 1 or 2 moments to take our chances. That's been evident in all the games since I've come back, that if we were more ruthless in the final third, then even when we haven't played well, we could have won games or won games more comfortably. So that's it. There's some of the things we're working on.
Todd Cantwell alongside Cholak was something before as well at the weekend. I think it was only his 5th start, but it looks like he's maybe been here for a lot longer. How positive is his performance on Saturday going into the game?
Yeah, I've been delighted with Todd. Everything about him coming. You're right, he hasn't played a lot of football, but one thing with Todd is he's super fit and he covers a lot of distances, and I think you're seeing some things that maybe you wasn't aware of with Todd in terms of his work ethic, his willingness to win the ball back. I think he's a very interesting player, close to the number 9, but I also think he's a very interesting player a little bit deeper in the pitch, certainly when playing against a low block, because I think he's able to bring the ball and connect the midfield and the forward. So I'm absolutely delighted with him.
Michael, you talked about coming in with your eyes open, and basically you can only play with the hand of cards that you're dealt. You must feel that you've done that pretty well. I mean, this Hibs was the first team that you played, and then with 12 league games since then, you've won 11 and drawn 1. You must feel that you've delivered on that.
Yeah, well, a lot of the stadiums we've gone to, I've had some indifferent experiences in the past, so I know what it's like to try and build a team and move forward. The story of the season is one of disappointment. I said that last week. I think that's fair to say. I think that's why the fans are sometimes in love and other times not in love with the team. That's fine. That's the same at every single club. But in the time that I've come in, I think we've made steady progress, not outstanding progress. I would like us to play with a bit more fluidity. Be more fluid, can't even say the word, a bit more fluid, but that will come. But it will come. There's going to be a lot of change over time in terms of the way that we play. Forget personnel for a minute. The way that we play the game is finding the right moments, because at the moment the team's winning, the team seems a little bit more stable than it was before, and we should be optimistic about the future. I'm the most optimistic, and because I'm in here every day and I see the players and I see where we're going, I see the talks that we're having behind the scenes with potential new signings, and so nothing's weakened it. If anything, I feel stronger today than when I came back into the club, and I knew it wasn't going to be perfect straight away. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sat here.
Absolutely, and on that note about the future, when do you think it would be maybe fairer for you to be judged? Is it after a summer when you've brought players in? Is it a year in? Is it a full season? When would it be fairer for those judgments to be made?
I can't dictate them, because the variety of people that are going to come and their allegiances and their thoughts on our team. So listen, I'm going to be judged from the very first day that I came in. I was judged after that first game against Hibs, and it's quite nice now getting ready to play them again. I'll have 2 fit centre halves for this game, and I'm looking forward to it, and I think it's a good game. It's tough enough to do the job without me worrying about all the opinions of everybody else on the outside. I just work with the people inside, and when I spoke to the club about coming in, I heard the club's vision for moving forward, and they were very honest. I gave my honest opinions. We're working towards that, and I'm pleased with where we're at today, knowing that we need to win things. It's not about being second best. It's not about competing. It's about winning things, and I'll ultimately be judged on that. They've done very well. I think we're in the biggest moment of the season right now. Firstly, I'd like to say obviously it's going to be an emotional night. You know, the first night back after Ron Gordon passing away, and condolences to him and his family. And that was obviously really sad news. And so I know it's the first home game back. It'll be an emotional evening. I think obviously it's a really, really good game at this moment in time. I think they're going very well, the best part of their season after a few difficult weeks before that. They've been in fine form. They got a good result of the weekend. I think they've got good players, and I think we'll have to put in a strong performance on Wednesday night, because we're going there for 3 points, and I think they'll come for us. They'll try to beat us, and I think it makes for an intriguing game.
Your first game was that 3-2 victory against Beale. Of course, before you were here, when Giovanni and Ross were in charge, it was 2-2 Easter Road. It's quite often chaotic between these two clubs. Do you think it might be a chaotic game again?
Yeah, usually there's a good atmosphere. They're feisty games, and I think that there's no reason why Hibs wouldn't be on the front foot against us, and our away form's been very, very strong, and I think we'll have to perform well. I think we're in a good place at the moment, and we should go there very confident, but we're going to face a team that's going to meet us head on, and I think that makes for a good game.
Do you know Lee Johnson well at all? If he was having problems early in the season for his losing streak, he's pulled it around last week?
Yeah, no, I don't know him too well, and obviously from the same part of the world, if you like, both London boys, but no, I don't know him very well. He's obviously been a manager for a long time as a young man, and it looked like a difficult job a few weeks ago, but certainly coming out of the transfer window, they seem to have picked up results, and at this moment in time I think they're probably living in their strongest moment of the season, and he's finally putting his stamp on the team, maybe, if you was to ask him.
You said you expect us to come out and have a go, sort of thing. Is that a case of sitting in and showing a lot of respect for the form they're in, or are you going there to impose your game and going there to win?
No, I just think it makes for a nicer game of football when two teams go head to head. Gives us a little bit more space, and we'd welcome that certainly. And listen, I think it'll be a good game. It always is. Whenever Rangers go to Easter Road, they tend to feel they can come and beat us, like most home teams would, and it gives us more space to go and play. The home games are different to the away games against most teams, and I enjoy the away games. I enjoy going to this stadium. It's always a decent pitch, and there's always a decent atmosphere. It's a shame again it's not one that's live on TV, because I think there'll be a little bit in this game on Wednesday.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.